Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Pethel's Travel and Food Vlog. It's been a while since we've done one of these, and this one's going to be in a different format as well. You're probably going to hear some narration and commentary by me, Matt, over the course of this trip. So a little background on this trip. Michelle and I are driving to Chicago to celebrate being married for 15 years, and no, we did not bring the kids. This was not a trip for them because we didn't have a honeymoon. So we decided to go all out and pull out all the stops. So on this first day, we stop in Nashville on the way for lunch. And then we end the trip by arriving to our hotel in Chicago where we try to find some pizza.
So it's our 15-year anniversary. Well, actually, it's not for another month, but we're celebrating it now because traveling the week after Christmas is very expensive. And look at this view as we're driving. We decided to go to Chicago, and we were going to fly, but then we changed our mind because we wanted to see the beautiful colors and scenery, and we're going to eat some good food. And we didn't want to take the chance of booking tickets, and then all of a sudden, whoops, you have coronavirus and you can't go to where you're trying to go to. Plus, then we get to bring home as many things as we want to. Like maybe we'll find a good steak or something for Thanksgiving week, right, babe?
That's right.
What's your favorite thing you love about me? It's so wiggly.
Put me on the spot.
It's so wiggly on this journey.
Well, I just love how passionate you are about making
Hold the phone steady.
people feel special and loved. That's a very big gift that you have. Not only that, but you're an amazing mother to our children. You
He's
are
gonna make me cry.
an amazing boss at your work. Everybody loves you. You bring the fun wherever
Well,
you
they
go.
say that to my face, but they don't necessarily say that.
You bring the fun wherever you go. You're a phenomenal cook. I mean, there's so many things. There's so many things.
Well, what I love about you is your calm, cool, collective nature that keeps me emotionally balanced. I love you're the 1%. Actually, I just did some research. I think it's not 1%, but it's not a very large percentage of the population that are the ones who will try the new thing before anybody else. And you are that guy. So that means that you bring the awesome, fun, innovation side of tech and fashion and all those things into our marriage. And I love that about you. Because I am not quite that person that wants to just try the new thing before, even though I feel like I am an innovator when it comes to idea creation. I don't necessarily feel the desire or the need to own and purchase the new things. I just like to come up with the ideas. You do, and so then you come up with cool things like you purchase things that I would never have thought of, like the thing for the oven or the stove, whatever that's called, things
Stove
like
guard.
that. Yeah. And you are intentional with our children, and your musical ability is unmatched.
I don't know about that. There's people that are way better than me.
I don't know those people, so they don't count. And your eye for everything, from fashion to photography to music, you just have a creative eye that is good at everything that you do.
Final destination.
Stop. Look, there's a log truck. You know what? My son literally just told me that 3 people every year die from logging truck accidents. So he told me. I don't know if it's true. I love that you introduced me to things that I never would have ever known about. Or maybe I would have, but I wouldn't have realized how awesome they were. Along our marriage, you've introduced me to things like Rocky and Star Wars, because I only knew about Star Trek. And I've introduced you to things like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter.
I knew about Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings
but
and
you
Harry
didn't
Potter.
love them I made you fall in love with them.
Yeah.
I helped you.
I had all the Lord of the Ring books before we ever met.
Shh, I need to have this one.
And I had seen all the Harry Potter movies, all the way up into the Chamber of Secrets.
That's the first one.
No, it's the second.
Oh, the second one. That's the second one.
It's none of the other ones that come out yet.
Sorcerer's Stone. That's right. So, I love a lot of things about you. You're so kind to me and so patient. And you help me work through things. And you see things that I don't see. And you say them in love and gentleness. So, all right. We will have a fun journey. We will take you guys with us.
In Joyland in Nashville. This is Chef Sean Brock's take on fast food. He is a James Beard award-winning chef, and this is quite delicious, especially for the price. It's probably one of the best cheap hamburgers I've ever had in my life. It's super tasty, super juicy. It comes in these like throwback cardboard, kind of like a Crystal, or a White Castle, depending on where you live in the country. And seriously, it's like these patties are super thin. It's got Martin's potato buns. And look at this, this is all the juice that is just dripping off of these patties. But it's very flavorful. I also have this shake here. It's a coffee and shake. And surprisingly, it's probably one of the best shakes I've ever had too. It's all really, really good. What'd you think of lunch?
It was really good. I was a bit disappointed that they didn't have their gluten-free bun, but if I'm being honest, I really enjoyed the regular bun, and I think that gluten-free buns typically are not as moist and drier, and I think it probably would have affected my experience with that burger because it was really good.
Yeah?
Yes, it was awesome.
Well,
We have like a mustard, but it was like a mustard sauce on it and pickles. It was so good. I don't even know what it was about it. That the juiciness, it was just really
hello. Ooh, look at this. Nice view.
Wow, this window opens.
Yeah.
I've never been in a hotel like that where the window opens like that. Look at this couch though.
I know, it's a nice little stretch out spot. It's perfect size for me,
So,
my long leg. Yeah, he told me where Giordano's was, Benji
yeah,
did.
I talked to him.
So when we arrived at the Fairmont Hotel in Chicago, which is where we were staying, our concierge, Benji, knew that we were looking for some Chicago-style deep dish pizza. He suggested that we go to Giordano's, which is a pretty popular pizza chain in Chicago, and they had one right down the street. So Michelle and I decided to walk there. And when we got to Giordano's, we were advised that they are not open currently for dine-in service. That particular location was not, and that it was call ahead only. And they needed at least an hour and a half to get our order complete. Because they closed in 45 minutes, we knew we weren't going to have pizza that night. So we decided to pull an audible and find something close by. So we ultimately settled on Nando's. And Nando's is a South African multinational fast food chain that specializes in Peri chicken, which is surprisingly delicious. We had never been, and even though it's a chain, the food was really high quality. I ended up getting a mango lime chicken thigh meal with Brussels sprouts and garlic mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes were surprisingly really, really good. Super buttery, super garlicky, moist, not crumbly. And both Michelle and I were very pleased with the meal. We do recommend Nando's. If you're in the Washington, D.C. or Chicago area, definitely give them a try. You'll probably like it. It's really good chicken. They're huge in the UK. They have something like 400 locations there. So check back later. We're going to have another episode where we dive deeper into Chicago. We're going to explore some of downtown, do some shopping on the Magnificent Mile. We're going to navigate the well-organized public transit system to try to find some ramen. And then we're going to get lost in Chinatown. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.